Yo, what's going on, guys? So today we got a game of free-for-all on Nuketown using the Spectre, and originally I went through this whole commentary, did it in one take, was halfway through rendering, and while I was taking a shit, I thought to myself, you know what, that was a pretty mediocre commentary. It's not that it was bad, I didn't stutter a lot or any of the typical stuff, but I didn't say anything unique or important. I said, this is how you want to play Nuketown. You want to camp in this house in a sense, maybe weave around like a snake in the bottom floor, and you should be good as long as you're using a submachine gun that you're comfortable with. And what did that tell any of you? Nothing, because you already know that. If you've seen 2 or 3 commentaries on Nuketown before, then you have learned all of that already. So I decided to go back, and clearly this commentary is the one you'll be seeing, assuming I'm more comfortable posting this than the previous one. Because to be honest, sometimes I realize that I don't like a video of mine while it's rendering, or just after I do it, in which case I cancel the render, or I just delete the commentary aspect completely and redo it on the spot. Other times I render it, I think it's okay, or at least it's suitable, and I always will rewatch a video just before I upload it. Even if I thought it was initially good, after rendering, maybe a couple hours later or a day or two later when I'm ready to upload it, I always watch it again on the odd chance that I just don't like it. Okay? It always comes down to that, and you won't believe how many commentaries I've redone last minute because, like, as I was 10 minutes away from uploading it, I'm like, yeah, shit, I'm gonna take the extra 2 to 3 hours to redo it and re-render it. That's the stupid part. I should never render it in the first place until I'm sure I want to upload it. Just waste time, you know? But whatever, the one thing I did want to talk about that I mentioned in that commentary is submachine guns in general. Guys, the AK-74, as many of you probably have heard from commentators, is not overpowered but overused. Now, the reason it seems overpowered is because all the other submachine guns are a bit worse in comparison, but the AK-74, compared to the assault rifles, is not overpowered. It beats most of them at close range. It competes, does not beat out, it competes with a lot of them, especially the AUG and FAMAS, at medium range, and at long range, it actually loses to most of the assault rifles, so clearly the AK-74 is pretty balanced. I mean, granted, more of the maps on Black Ops are catered to close range than long range, but still, you get what I'm saying. Now, for those of you who want to use a gun other than the AK-74, but you still want to be up close and personal and shit, 2 I recommend are the one I'm using right now, the Spectre, and the MPL. The MPL I just started using a few days ago. Like, the week the game came out, I tried it and I didn't like it, and I've been trying it again recently with the silencer, and I actually like it quite a lot. It sucks at anything more than medium range. The iron sights are decent, but I mean, they're not good enough to get the job done against something like the G11 at long range. You're gonna get your ass kicked. But on a map like Nuketown or even Grid, if you're staying inside the buildings and, you know, keeping it close quarters and shit, you should be really well off. So that's my recommendation there. I feel the MPL's really underrated. Kind of like Matt Ryan in the NFL, and you might be saying, hey, Matt Ryan, he's a respectable quarterback, people like him. Guys, I think he's one of the top 3. Brady's better. Vic this season is better. And then I would say Matt Ryan's third, and a lot of people don't think that. They just think he's surrounded by good receivers, and that's how he has had a good season. I disagree. And I think he's only going to get better, so... Matt Ryan is the MPL. Enough said. Now, another thing I want to talk about, not related to this... Oh, one other thing. Reason this is over a 7-minute free-for-all on Nuketown is because there were only 5 people in it, not the standard 8. Otherwise, easily chop off 2 to 3, maybe even 4 minutes of this. So that's just a quick little thing I thought I'd tell you. I was a little pissed off no one joined because it remained slow-paced the whole time, but at the same time, if you think of it from the other perspective, if I'm the guy joining when the game is half over, I'm gonna be like, ah, shit, I'm gonna dashboard. And that's where you're getting all kinds of other problems. So in a sense, I understand why they don't have people join. But then again, it's also to blame just because this game is a terrible matchmaking system that I do not understand. Okay, enough bitching. I've had enough of that this week. So, for those of you who did not know, about 2 weeks ago, I said that I was going to be doing a show on Machinima Realm, and I wasn't sure what to do. Well, what I've decided to do is a Camp Hutch, but Realm version. Okay, and if all of you know what Camp Hutch is, and if you don't, just search it. Basically Hutch, and if you don't know who Hutch is, you're gonna want to search that too. He's basically like the original big commentator. Well, yeah, I guess you could say Blame Truth also, but Hutch is like the real granddaddy of it all, of Call of Duty commentary. So if you really should know who he is if you watch commentaries pretty often. But anyway, in the show he interviews rising guys in the community, and that's basically what I would do in this show. I would interview rising guys, not just in like the Fallout community, because let's face it, that's a pretty small community, not just the Minecraft community, but all kinds of communities related to Realm. And I think that's what's really going to be so special about it. The two questions I have for you are what to name the show. I personally have no clue what to name it. The other question is, should I do the real-life thing in the beginning like Hutch does in Camp Hutch? Or would that be really egging on the trolls to just be like, ah, you're worse than Hutch, just because of the whole comparison effect? So let me know, and I'll end it by saying the Fallout New Vegas Dead Money Let's Play will continue this weekend. I've really delayed it after my personal break. I know, I'm sorry, but I have not given up on that. And also, please like the video, and I'll go now. Bye.